What's up, friends of the good mood? It's Manni, and welcome to this right here. Locked, suppressed, ability deactivated, and boom! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new Typhon robot on my own account right here. Fully maxed Vortex with 3 maxed overdrives. The level itself of the robot is not fully maxed yet. It's Mark II level 6 or something. And the pilot isn't fully maxed. I'm working on it, but I just don't have nearly enough gold to get this happen. But the weapons are fully maxed. The ability works like a charm. And we can literally have some amazing fun, finally, with Vortex again in the game. You guys know me. If you follow the content on this channel, then you know that I love Vortex playing like nothing else, man. This is really my playstyle. And yeah, you can do this better than ever before on the Typhon robot now, because finally, you can make reliable hits. Finally, people cannot use their phase shift or their shield or resistance. Finally, you can do this, lock them down and make a reliable, perfect hit to the face with Vortex. And yeah, this is really my kind of thing, ladies and gentlemen. You saw how I got the Typhon robot, right? Did you? In the top right corner is the video where I opened, used 20,000 keys during the Christmas Serious Sam event to open all those boxes with you together and gotten the Typhon. And in the top right is the video. And this is what I now can do. Lock him down, and then he can't move at all. Boom! One hit, and there he goes, man. This is just a dream right now, seriously. You know how I felt about Vortex. It's always been my greatest pleasure to use this weapon. It was always my playstyle. Why? Because it's so tricky. And because, you know, you have to be, it's trollish, it's tricky, it is like playing tricks on the enemies. That's my kind of playstyle. And that's exactly what this weapon does. But, you knew the problem. Either, like this leech for example, resistance, shields, flying, stealth, teleporting behind you, or if it's none of them, then they just run too fast and you can't hit them anyways with the frickin' Vortex. Finally, you can wait out the ability here, get him locked, perfect hits, wait out his last stand, and then whoosh, finish with the last uppercut from close range. That is something you can now reliably do because phase shift is no more working when the hit come in. Look at that Hades! Look at that poor Hades! Boop! And there he's locked, and then one hit down to last stand, the dude. And there was nothing he could do about it. And yes, of course that looks very overpowered, and I agree. I agree the Typhon robot is overpowered. But look at this! Wham! I mean, this is something you could never do with a Ravana before, because it would just use Transcendence ability or phase shift. You can never really hit a Ravana with Vortex. Finally, Vortex is a reliable weapon. It really is wonderful that this exists in the game. However, at the same time, I also share you guys' concern that this thing might just be completely overpowered on other setups, right? It's a great trollish fun setup on the Vortex. You're not gonna be overpowered like crazy, but you're gonna be useful and good again with Vortex. But the real problem will be meta setups on this robot. Atomizers, Havocs, Cryos maybe, or whatever else you can put on that is really, really powerful, like Weber or so 4 times. Those kind of things are really the problem, right? He got anti-control, by the way. But I was still able to hit him. But, so those weapons, so those setups, those meta setups are a very big concern of mine too. I agree with you 100%. But when it comes to Vortex, I'm really just glad that finally is something in the game that allows Vortex to work again. My god, I love these weapons so much, but you never could score any good hits anymore. People were always walking too fast or so for decent hits, or they would just phase shift or use stealth, resistance, shields, whatever, right? Finally something that allows it to work. I'm really happy, man. And tell me what you guys think about it, right? At least in relation to Vortex. Tell me at least in regards to Vortex what you think. Because I think we can all agree that it's incredibly overpowered with meta weapons. Is it gonna be more overpowered than the Hawk? That's a good question. Because this thing can easily be countered by things that have anti-control. everybody using anti-control will easily counter the Typhon robot because he cannot suppress, lock you, or anything. Like this guy, see that? That Blitz robot right there? He had anti-control. So I already used my first phase shift. I don't even need to try and shoot him right now. He's running way too fast. I would never hit him when he runs that fast. I need to hope for a chance to encounter him again, lock him, and then I can hit him. Look at this. Now he's suppressed and locked. BAM! Damage, right? This is how it works. But if they're walking and fast, forget it. Don't even need to try. I got suppressed here, but I still did some damage. So yeah, and the worst thing that can counter the Typhon, or the easiest counter against the Typhon, is the Scorpion with anti-control. It will just jump on you. You can't turn around and suppress him because he's got anti-control, and he's just gonna destroy you in a matter of seconds. Here, he also had anti-control again, but thankfully he stopped for a second and I could hit him. And let me just show you what a damage a Titan takes that has not fully maxed level resistance. Look at that. Boom! Look at that damage. Now that looks promising. Why is it so much? Why were we able to almost one-hit kill a Ravana? Because I'm running overdrive 3 times on this account, on this robot. That means we are hitting them with 8 fully maxed Vortex, basically. 8 of them. That is completely outrageous. That is so much damage, and finally we can hit. So that was a good match here. 2.8 million damage only with this one setup. Here again, locked and suppressed, and you know, aborted all his phase shifts. So he goes down, takes all his damage, goes down to last stand before he can even use his suppression ability for the first time, right? So that was crazy, and Voosh finished. Awesome, man. I will be having some fun right here. I cut together a really cool gameplay for you guys to show you the best moments I had when I played the first couple of matches with this. I am obviously still in the process of leveling this thing, but we're gonna get there. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, today or one of these days, I'm starting to play the brand new game Cyberpunk 2077. It's a massive new release. The whole world is looking for it because it's an incredible game. And I will be starting this on my second YouTube channel called Good Mood Gaming. That channel right there, where I also did The Last of Us and such. I'm starting the brand new journey through Cyberpunk 2077. So get yourself ready and visit that second channel, Good Mood Gaming, if you want to see me play that awesome game. And see you there if you have some time for it and want to see me there. And right now, I'm in a troubling situation. 2 brawlers on me, although I lost one of them right now. But this guy right there, oh man, I should have probably kept my ability to lock him a second longer because he was moving again. And see, he was moving slowly, but my Vortex wasn't doing anything against him. Only when they're really fully stationary, the Vortex actually works well. And yeah, that's a problem. Look at this guy. He's standing still. One-hit kill, guys. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the content, you want to see more content, me testing different weapons on the Typhon robot and showing you my excitement for it like this, boom! Or you want to see the giveaway that is about to come up really soon for the month December, sorry. Then subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos, giveaways, and whatnot. And, you know, and be there when I get the next one out. Here, locked, suppressed, and BAM! Nice. So here comes an Ao-Chun, and there's something that some of you may know, maybe not everybody, but if you can time your Vortex to hit the enemy perfectly when they land, that goes against Hawks, that works against Ao-Chuns, against Rogatgas, everything that can fly or jump. If you manage to time it so that when they hit the ground, they're immobilized for half a second, and then the Vortex hits on top of their heads, it's gonna be a perfect hit, even without lockdown. One hit kill and the Ao-Chun is gone, because 6 Vortex just hit him in the face. And that was only 6, usually I have 8 if I hadn't lost it. Here, he has anti-control, I couldn't lock him down, but I can do that what I just did to the Ao-Chun, timing it, BAM! Right when he lands and his resistance is gone, boom! Like a real boop slap, right? That was really crazy, man. Here's another Hawk, and locked and spam! If I had the 4th Vortex, he would be gone in one hit right there. But he had a bit of a better leveled Hawk than the previous guy, I think. And I only had 3. And by the way, with the shield, Look, I can even take Hydra damage, and I actually recharge the Hydra damage as fast as the enemy can recharge their Hydra shots, or faster. He can't even fire at me anymore, and I am already full on the shield, because we have 58,000 shield energy, right? Just keep that in mind. The pilot is not yet fully maxed. I have the pilot skill for, you know, increasing the shield capacity by 15% or so, but I think I can get it up to 25% or 30% if I get the pilot skill fully maxed, okay? As I said, I have nowhere near enough gold right now on my own account to get the pilot that high. And as you see, I'm also regenerating very poorly my HP because the healing skill is super low level at this point. But in time, I'll get it, I'll get there, and I'll have a fully maxed pilot as well, and then the health regeneration is going to kick in for reals, and the trolling factor is going to be maximized by 200%, alright? And of course, also the shield energy will be more. Right now, 58,000, I think, if you have the Hawk not Mark 2 level 6 or whatever, I have it right now, but if you have it Mark 2 level 12, and you have the pilot skill fully maxed, then you can probably get to about 65,000, maybe even 68,000 shield energy, and it recharges incredibly fast. Now, if you want, you could also play the Hawk with the Fortifier module 3 times, right? That would increase the shield regeneration rate even further, and the shield capacity also. It would tremendously increase the shield capacity. You could probably have like 100,000 shield or so, and regenerating it mad fast too, if you had the Fortifier. But then you don't have the increased shield damage output that I'm running right now. Look at this, timing it with the Hawk landing, pump, pump, 80% damage taken from these 2 Vortex, and here would come the killing blow, but he already got killed by somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vortex, in my opinion, is the most fun thing you can put onto a Typhon, and it's not as overpowered as putting 4 Atomizers or Havocs or whatever on it. It's a decent setup that finally is fun and playable again with the Vortex without destroying the game balance. However, of course, we all know how this is going to go. The meta players will run meta equipment on it, probably with anti-control, probably with last stand, and maybe even a Fortifier on top of all that. And then they will gonna rock the living heck out of the meta live servers. That's what they play it, but that's not me. I am the trolling kind of player who plays tricks on the enemies, and that's why I'm running it with Vortex on my own account. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget that second channel, Good Mood Gaming, and check out that Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough that I'm starting in ultra high quality for you guys. Yeah, see you there, hopefully, and have a good one. Until then, Manni signing off. Bye-bye.